Hey guys, what's up? Little Flipper here today, and today we're going to be playing some League of Legends. I've made 2 videos on Kayn in the past, but some of you still don't know what he actually does, so today I will be explaining that to you guys. On my first video coming back onto YouTube, I played Kayn and I said you should always buy a Hunter's Talisman because it's better. Some people were confused about that and they thought I meant for all junglers. Just on Kayn, you should buy Hunter's Talisman. On other champions, you can also buy Hunter's Talisman, but I was saying just for Kayn, you should always buy Hunter's Talisman because it's better, and I'm starting with that today. I was going to do the same counter jungling strategy that I did in my counter jungle Kayn video, but it actually didn't work out and Fizz almost dies, so I do the usual start with Kayn and I just start on my Raptors. For any beginner junglers, I still would recommend just starting on your red buff, but I have played Kayn a few times before, so I could just do the normal start on my Raptors. Fizz gets first blood. Kayn's passive is that every time he attacks a ranged champion, he gets a blue orb, and every time he attacks a melee champion, he gets his red orb. Red orbs make him be able to turn into Rost when the bar is full, and the blue orbs make him turn into the Shadow Assassin when his bar is full. The bar is just above your character icon. Both Rost and Shadow Assassin both have the same abilities as Kayn, but each adds their own twist to the ability, making the ability better. I take Kayn's Q, level 1. Kayn's Q is what I like to call the dash and slash. He dashes forward, he can dash over walls, dealing damage, and the second part is that he does an AoE spin with his scythe, also dealing damage. When you are Rost, your Q does max health damage and heals yourself. When you're Shadow Assassin, it doesn't add anything to this ability. I take Kayn's E, level 2. Kayn's E is that you gain 40% movement speed and ignore terrain collision for 2 seconds. If you walk through a wall, that timer is raised to 5 seconds, and you heal yourself for a slight amount. If you are Shadow Assassin, the movement speed bonus is increased to 70%. If you are Ross, nothing happens to this ability. I kill the Scuttle to get level 3. I take Kayn's W, level 3. Kayn's W is that he brings up a scythe and after 1 second brings the scythe down in a skill shot in a line. If you are Shadow Assassin, the range on your W is increased. You leave a shadow behind to cast it for you and the wait is increased to 2 seconds. If you are Rost, any targets hit by your W will be knocked up for 1 second. If you are Rost or Shadow Assassin, you gain a brand new passive. Summed up, Rost's passive is that his abilities and his attacks deal lifesteal. Summed up, Shadow Assassin's passive is that for the first 2 seconds in combat, he gains a butt ton of damage. I kill my Krugs and go back to base. When I'm back at base, I buy Stalker's Blade for the Chilling Smite. For Kayn, you really want Chilling Smite. Even though you still have your E and your Q to catch up to them, it's not really as much as someone like Master Yi, who can take Challenging Smite because he can catch up to people really easily anyways. So Kayn, you really need that blue smite to slow them down. When I kill my Raptors to get level 4, I start maxing my Q. On Kayn, I really think you should max your Q first, but you can also max your W if you want poke, but Q is just all around really solid, and then you max your W second, and your E third because it's utility spell, and your W is not a utility spell. I clear my wolves to get level 6. I take Kayn's R, level 6. Kayn's R is that he goes inside your soul, becoming untargetable, not invincible, let me emphasize that. And his scythe, a little scythe icon appears above you. When he exits, he shoots out in the direction of his choosing, and he deals a bunch of damage. If you are Rost, this ability basically resets your health bar, how much lifesteal it does. If you are Shadow Assassin, it resets your passive, so when you exit, you'll deal a bunch more damage for 2 seconds. Just some tips, you should use a Rost ultimate as an escape tool, and to reset your health bar and just escape the fight. When you're Shadow Assassin, you should use this to get kills because it resets your passive, so you'll deal a bunch more damage. After I finish clearing my Krugs, I go back to base and finish my jungle item. My jungle item on Kayn will be Enchantment Warrior, the red one, because it gives you attack damage, and you're going to be building attack damage and lethality as Kayn. No matter which form you're going into, your first 2 items will be your jungle item and your Dusk Blade. Also, the 10% cooldown reduction is just really nice. The enemy team get the Mountain Drake, which is really unfortunate for my team, but I do make up for it a little bit because I steal Evelyn's blue buff. Evelyn relies heavily on her blue buff for the mana regeneration and cooldown reduction. I decide to gank him in, so I E through the wall to scare and surprise the Yasuo a little bit. I ult a little bit early, so I expected it to deal more damage, but it doesn't, but we still end up getting the Yasuo. I back up and buy a few items, and since I got more red orbs than I did blue orbs, I get to turn into the Darken Rost. As I'm ganking the Cho'Gath, I miss my W knockup. That's unfortunate, but I do E through the wall to gain the bonus movement speed, Q through the Cho'Gath, and kill him. I kill the Riftail, then go back to base and finish my Duskblade, then start building into my Black Cleaver. The only real build difference between Rost and Shadow Assassin is that Rost builds Black Cleaver and Shadow Assassin doesn't. That's the real only difference. I wait for Misfortune and Zyra to push up the wave, and then I summon the Riftail. We get the outer turret, and then I kill Nautilus, and then we get the inner turret. After Evelyn gets a double kill, Evelyn and Nautilus engage on me, but I see my Misfortune coming, so I knock up the Nautilus, we kill him, and then the team joins us, and then we kill the Jinx. I ult the Evelyn, and then I chase her down to kill her. After getting a pick on the Jinx, me, the Zyra, and the Misfortune go to get ward control on Baron, while the Fizz and the Gangplank kill the Yasuo. The minions get the top turret, then I go and kill the Nautilus, then in the middle of a fight with the Evelyn, they surrender. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and as always, bye-bye!